So we have a new chapter, and this was just all around hype, and that there was so much that came together that I feel like a lot of us were, wondering on for a while now. And that makes sense with all the new developments we got with Bang vs. Garo and the Monster Association cadre, so seeing the story bringing itself together now with Metal Bat and now with Child Emperor was definitely, a much needed piece of the story that I'm glad we're finally getting to here. And of course, besides that, we just got a huge cliffhanger at the end that I honestly really hope chapter 150 picks up on, because for all we know, the next chapter could go back to Bang vs. Garo or Vomited Fear Ugly or wherever. So I honestly hope that we get right back into the King intro, because this has to be hands down one of the greatest moments in the entire Monster Association saga for me. So let's just get into it, because there's a lot to talk about here. So the chapter starts off with Golden Sperm and Vomited Fear Ugly, but then suddenly we see Homeless Emperor come back to the fight, and he looks pretty upset here. And this is going back to a few chapters ago, where he originally was hoping for Black Sperm to just divide up until he wiped out all of humanity, but still be weak enough, I guess, for Homeless to overpower him and kill him off on his own. So of course, now that Golden S is here, this plan just fell apart for him, since at the moment it's unclear if Homeless even knows if Golden S is all of the cells combined or just a certain amount. And so Homeless pretty much just takes over the fight from here. We see him effortlessly just throw a stream of those, heavy energy orbs at Vomited Fear Ugly, and then he tries to escape, which angers Golden S here, since their original fight between them wasn't over. But then Homeless tells him to just let it slide for now, since they can overpower him pretty much whenever and use him for a later time. But then this just allows for Golden S to move his attention to Darkshine, and I really like this because it's a callback to a few chapters back when we saw their stare down between Darkshine and Black Sperm, where Darkshine just tried to intimidate him, but now we're seeing the roles reversed here, and Darkshine is just taking another L here. He's again just losing his self-confidence when he sees how Golden S is and the size of his muscles, and then just gets absolutely rocked by Golden S, going flying back. And to be fair, despite how weak Darkshine's been looking so far throughout the last few chapters, even now we're seeing his flesh isn't too entirely damaged when you look at where the acid hit him. If anything, it just looks like we're now seeing his natural skin color because of the acid corrosion. So I really hope we see Darkshine recover from this. I mean, I would hope he could tank a punch by anybody, even if it's by Golden S. And then we cut back to Fear Ugly, and he's just absolutely furious after getting humiliated by both Golden S and Homeless. This is going back to the fact that Fear Ugly actually just gets stronger the more ridiculed or insecure he feels. It's why he became the monster he is before he fused with Gums. And in the background, we see a detached force of 10,000 black sperm cells following him, meaning Golden S isn't the combined sum of all of the cells. He was able to leave some, and that's who's now following Fear Ugly here. And then we finally see Metal Bat come to the fight, and he's asking for where Garo is before the 10,000 cells just rock him, but with just one full swing, Metal Bat's able to finish them off. And then we get a flashback between Metal Bat and King, where they decided to split up, so now we know that King is around now somewhere. And then back at Ground Zero, we're seeing Homeless launch a full-scale carpet bombing on the remaining heroes. He's even deflecting the damage from hurting himself too. And during all of this, we're getting some narration talking about the current situation and everything that's happened down throughout the entire operation, and it turns out to be Child Emperor saying all this. And what we're reading here is actually a detailed message he's sending to Metal Knight. So it turns out Child Emperor only survived because it was an underdog man that shielded him with the invisible barrier shield thing he used in his fight against Phoenix Man. So there's a lot of interesting points to mention with this text message he's sending to Metal Knight, apart from the recap of everything that's happened. So even Child Emperor admits that the power of the weapons Metal Knight has are beyond that of any lone hero, and we have to understand, Child Emperor doesn't speak in hyperboles, right? Especially now that he's asking for backup. I think if we consider his genius and the fact that he was once Metal Knight's assistant, Child Emperor is most likely right in assuming Metal Knight is at the peak of the hero's power. That Metal Knight alone could do things here that nobody can't, with maybe exceptions of Blast and King maybe, but I think that's really it. And if anything, this is just indirectly confirming to us by Child Emperor that Metal Knight is beyond Flashy Flash, beyond Darkshine, beyond Bang, so far beyond them that even Child Emperor believes this. And so then he continues this text message by vouching for Zombie Man, calling him the next psychological pillar for the Hero Association, and that Metal Knight should save him as a priority. And I would like to know more of what he means by this. Of course, we know the relationship between them is special, Zombie Man and Child Emperor, but calling him a psychological pillar is a very interesting term. And then he sends a message, so I'm wondering where this goes from here. Like, if we'll see some Metal Knight intervention at all, that would be interesting. But right when Child Emperor has to hold his breath, we see Puri Puri Prisoner pop up, and so I guess they're both saved here. And then we cut to Genos and Tatsumaki. Tatsumaki looking just defeated by this point, and understandably so, and even Genos has just, lost all of his limbs. There really is nothing more the two of them can do. But then, right when all hope is lost, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the strongest man, King, arrives. And this shot of him is so cool. I can't wait to see how the Cadres react, because this is definitely going to get the reaction of Golden S and Homeless, so the next chapter is just going to be so good if it picks back up from here. But I'm going to end it there, guys. Again, I can't wait to see how the next chapter goes. Whether we see more Bang versus Gaara or King, the next chapter is just going to be a banger. So that's going to be it for me, guys. If you liked the video, please leave a like. Let me know how you all felt about the chapter in the comments, and please subscribe if you're down. That'd be awesome, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.